Hello everyone, my name is Jagadish Naik. How are you all? I hope that you all are fine at your home, and also I hope that you have done all the homework what I have given in last class. Right? Okay, today we are going to learn about Bindusara and Ashoka. In previous class, we have learnt about Chandragupta Maurya and his achievements, right? So today we are going to learn about Bindusara and Ashoka. Okay, then who was Bindusara? So Bindusara was the son of Chandragupta Maurya. Okay. So after the death of Chandragupta Maurya in 298 BCE, Bindusara had become the emperor of Mauryan Empire. Have you understood? In 298 BCE, Chandragupta Maurya had died. How did Chandragupta Maurya die? So actually, Chandragupta Maurya had taken the oath from Jaina Bhadrabahu and he did fasting in Shravanabelagola. By doing fasting, he had died in Shravanabelagola in 298 BCE. So after the Chandragupta Maurya's death, Bindusara had become the king of Mauryan Empire. Okay, so Bindusara was also the great king of Mauryan history and he had conquered South India. So like Chandragupta Maurya, he had conquered north place of the India. The same way Bindusara had conquered south part of the India. So he was also the great king of Mauryan history. So, but Bindusara, he had 101 children. How many? 101. Okay. 101 children he was having. Okay. It was quite common in those days. Okay. In last class also I have expressed with you. So, Bindusara had 101 children. The first son name was Sushima. Okay, the first son name was Sushima and the same way last son name was Ashoka. Okay, he was having 101 children. The first son name was Sushima and the last son name was Ashoka. So, in his ruling, Bindusara had appointed his first son Sushima as a governor general of Takshashila. See here, it is the Takshashila. Okay, so Sushima had become the governor general of Takshashila and also same way, so Ashoka, he had become the governor general of Ujjaini or Avanti. See here, it is the Ujjaini and it is Takshila. So here Sushima was ruling and here in Ujjaini Ashoka was ruling. The same thing was going on. So one day what happened? The people of Takshila, they had revolted against the Sushima's ruling. Okay, because Sushima was, he could not able to rule his Takshila properly and he imposed more tax on the people of Takshila. So because of that reason, the people of Takshila, they had revolted against the Sushima. So Bindusara had sent Ashoka. So earlier he was ruling in Ujjaini. So Bindusara had sent Ashoka to Takshila to depress the revolt of Takshila. So Ashoka had gone to Takshila and without using his weapons, without using his army power, he had won the heart. He had won the heart of people of the Takshila. So the people agreed him. People accepted him. So because he had become the new governor general of Takshila. So now both the Takshila and Ujjaini had come under the rule of Ashoka. So after the death of Bindusara in 273 BCE, okay, so in 273 BCE, Bindusara had died. After the death of Bindusara, all the sons, means all the children of Bindusara, they had started quarreling among themselves to become the emperor of Mauryan Empire. Right? So they had quarreled against themselves. So finally, Ashoka, he had killed all his 99 brothers to become the emperor of Maurya. Right? So according to the Deepa Vansha and Mahavansha of Buddhism, they clearly mentioned that Ashoka was so cruel. Earlier he was so cruel and because of that reason, he killed all of his brothers. Means all 99 brothers were killed by Ashoka to become the king. Okay, so to become the king, Ashoka had killed all his brothers. Okay, it shows the cruelty of Ashoka earlier, right? So then Ashoka had become the king of Mauryan Empire. So after he became the king of Mauryan Empire, the historians, they were telling that earlier he was so cruel. So after becoming the king of Mauryan empire, he had become the greatest king of Mauryan dynasty. So how did it happen? So let us see the achievements of Ashoka one by one. The first one is Kalinga War. So after the 8 year of his coronation, means in 261 BCE, he had fought one greatest war. He had fought the greatest war called Kalinga War. See here, I have drawn here. See, it is the Kalinga place, means Odisha or Orissa we are calling. So earlier, it was used to call as Kalinga. Okay, see the Mauryan map. See, only the Kalinga had left out in the Mauryan Empire. So it has been left out. So none of Ashoka's ancestors, they had conquered the Kalinga. They did not conquer the Kalinga. So the historians, they were telling that. So there will be one question. Why did Ashoka had attacked Kalinga? Okay, so historians, they were telling that how the Chandragupta Maurya had conquered the north place, the same way Bindusar had conquered south place. But they had left out the Kalinga. So because of that reason, Ashoka wanted to increase his empire, so he had attacked Kalinga. So what was the consequences of Kalinga war? So Ashoka had got the victory in that battle, and nearly 1 lakh people, they were died in the battle, and 1,50,000 people, they were arrested by the Ashoka. And just imagine that there was a flowing of blood like a river. So by seeing all this, Ashoka visited the battlefield. So there was a flowing of blood like a river. Just imagine that there was a flowing of blood like a river. So Ashoka had been changed. His mind has transformed. His heart has become depressed. So he had decided that he should not fight again, and he had converted to the Buddhism because he wanted peace. So he had converted into the Buddhism. And also he mentioned that we should not kill animals, and he decided that he should not kill any animals in the empire. They should not kill any animals in his empire. So he had decided like that. So after converting to the Buddhism, he had given the contribution for the Buddhas. Like he had given the opportunities for the Buddha monks, and also he had arranged the third Buddhist council in Pataliputra. So already I have told you that. So Pataliputra, it was the capital city of Mauryan Empire, right? So in Pataliputra, he had arranged Buddhist council, third Buddhist council. It was happened in Pataliputra. It was arranged by Ashoka the Great, right? So then Ashoka was known as father of inscription. So before going to tell this point, I have to mention one more point, that Ashoka had children. So like Mahendra and Sangamitra. He had sent his children Mahendra and Sangamitra to Sri Lanka for the sake of Buddhism. Like he wanted to, for the advertisement of the Buddhism, he had sent his children Mahendra and Sangamitra to Sri Lanka. Okay, these were the contribution he had given the Buddhism. Okay, so father of inscription. So you might have known about inscription in sources lesson, right? So father of the inscription, because Ashoka had established inscriptions in India. Okay, no other kings, they did not establish the inscriptions in India. So only the Ashoka, established the inscriptions in India. So because of that reason, he was known as father of inscriptions, like rock edicts and minor edicts and pillar edicts. These were the edicts and inscriptions. They were established by Ashoka in his kingdom. And by seeing the inscriptions of Ashoka, we can understand the Mauryan dynasty and its history. Okay. So the last one, social welfare. So, okay, after the Kalinga war, Ashoka had transferred. I have told you already. So he had given the opportunities for his people. For his people means the people of Mauryan dynasty, and he had given the opportunities, like he had built wells and lakes in his empire, and he had grown the trees beside the roads. Okay, and also he had established, or he had built gardens in his kingdom. So these were the social welfare done by the Ashoka in his kingdom. So these are the points. Once again, I am going to tell you, in Kalinga war, Ashoka had defeated the Kalinga king, and in the battle of Kalinga, Ashoka had got the victory, and there almost 1 lakh people were died, and also 1,50,000 were arrested by the Ashoka. So there was a flowing of blood like a river. By seeing all those things, Ashoka's mind has diverted and his heart become what, so sad. Okay, because of that reason, he wanted peace. So to get the peace, he had converted to the Buddhism and Buddhist council. So it was very important. It's very important because Ashoka had arranged third Buddhist council in his kingdom. Means in the Pataliputra, Ashoka has arranged Buddhist council, third Buddhist council, right? So father of inscription means Ashoka had established so many inscriptions. Okay, by seeing those inscriptions, we can learn about the complete Mauryan history. So because of that reason, Ashoka was known as father of inscription. Okay, he is the one who what established the inscriptions first in history. Okay, social welfare. I have already told you that he had built wells and lakes in the empire, and also he had grown the trees beside the roads, right? So these were the welfares and these were the achievements were done by the Ashoka. Okay, I hope that guys you have learned about Ashoka and his achievements, and take the homework. Please take the homework. Write the achievements of Ashoka in detail. Okay, write the achievements of Ashoka in details. Okay, I hope guys you have understood. And in next class, we are going to learn about the decline of Mauryan Empire. Thank you.